Today is the day, guys. We have the 2026 RHO and Rebel. If you look at the pricing, these trucks are very, very close. So if you're looking at the Rebel, but you would love to have the RHO, this video is for you. And I'm joined by the one and only Ezra.
I wore my Canyon Lake shirt.
Yes.
Canyon Lake truck.
Heck yeah, heck yeah. So you work here at Garff Christchurch Dodge Ram here in West Valley, Utah.
Yep.
If someone wants to buy or order a truck, they can call you, right?
Yep.
Which,
me.
yeah.
I'll give you my work phone. It's 801-923-8003.
Cool.
Just hit me up.
Awesome. Well, let's go ahead and jump into the video.
Okay, sounds good.
So here are the window stickers. Starting off with the Rebel. This is a GT model too, so that package is a standalone. But I will say, if you want that really nice interior, you're probably going to want to get that too. But base price for the Rebel is $65,445. And RHO, you know, I will say $73,795 is not that bad of a price. So what is the difference, Ezra?
$8,350.
$8,350. So if you're building a Rebel, this truck is $77,445, and I will say this truck is probably as decked out as you can get it. It's probably missing 360 camera and just a few other things, so you can probably get it right around 80 grand. But you guys see here, this RHO, when you add this RHO level 1 equipment group, it does give you the luxury interior, so just keep that in mind. But that package is $10,000, so it does jump up the price. And this has the tonneau cover, red interior accents, dual pane roof, all the graphics. So yes, if you're really after an RHO but you're kind of on that Rebel budget, just know you can get this price plus destination. So, and you're pretty much right around here. Now, Ezra, would you say that these trucks are pretty similar in terms of styling up front?
Very similar. I mean, the obvious things that you notice with the RHO is the wide hips and shoulders. So it's about 6 inches wider. You have this intake here.
Yes.
But they both have the same grills, same bumpers, the same little sensors here.
Yep.
And the same performance hood. Well, little different. This one has the scoop here.
So it has an active scoop that actually does pull in more air
with the LEDs.
Yeah, and this one did have the graphic package. So this was an upgrade for that RHO right there. But these are heat extractors on the side, and the grills are actually, are they different?
No, they're the same.
Yeah. There's a flow through ram badge. That's like the only difference you really see. The recovery hooks are the same. And I like these like off-road bumpers. You have a little bit more ground clearance, better approach angle with these two. Now here's what we're gonna do next. We're gonna turn in the steering wheel so we can show the suspension, because I want to show the main reason why I think the RHO is worth the extra $8,300. In my humble opinion, this is probably the main reason why I would get the RHO, because you get this overbuilt suspension. So if you want to go launch this thing in the air, that's what this is built for. It has a little bit softer suspension. So if you're not looking to tow a trailer, even though this can tow around 8,300 pounds, and we'll talk about that here in a second, this is truly the best riding Baja truck you can get. You guys see here, it has the aluminum upper and lower control arms, and look how beefy this bottom one is here. As I said, if you do plan on going aggressive off-road, they've built the suspension for that. But you guys see the Bilstein shock here, right? It's a coilover setup. This does have what they call the Black Hawk shocks, and these do not use deflective discs. It actually uses a spool valve system for this reservoir. It's like a 2.6 inch in diameter for the body. And on this side, you have what I would call the entry-level Bilstein shocks. So they are going to use deflective disc. And I will say, these shocks, they're a little bit softer, so they're going to have a better ride overall. And you guys see upper and lower control arms. So this does have that independent front suspension, so nothing really changes there. And as far as the tires go, this is going to be a Goodyear Wrangler Duratrack 275 70 18, so 18-inch wheels, 6 lug. Now how tall are these, Ezra?
Those ones are 33 inches, so
33.2. Okay, so 33.2 inches tall, and you can pretty much tell right there how much taller the RHO tires are. And that's the other thing, right? Some people like that bigger, taller tire look. So on the RHO, you get that right up from the factory. So you don't have to do that after the fact. And so look at the wheel design. Which one do you like better?
I mean, RHO all day.
Yeah.
So these are 34.6 inches.
Okay. Wow.
So, and you can tell, especially when they're right next to each other.
Oh, yeah.
It's beefier and this looks more off-road capable. They're both great for it.
Oh, yeah. Absolutely. Yeah. I mean, you can, like you said, you can really see the height difference between these tires here. And these are the Goodyear Wrangler Territory ATs, too. So both Goodyear tires. I will say, though, for noise, these are better. I think the RHO tires are a little bit quieter compared to these Goodyear Wrangler Duratracs. Just my opinion. But yeah, mirrors the same. Nothing really changes like around the door area. So they have the black door handles here. You have some turn signals. They have the convex on the mirrors, blind spot alert. They're both heated. Smart key system on these doors here. What do you think about the black painted part down here?
I like the two-tone. I think it's great. The one nice thing that I was gonna plug with the Rebel though is you can get like the PowerSteps or the running boards.
Oh.
You can get the same running boards here, but the RHO, there's not a kit for PowerSteps yet.
Okay.
But I'm sure someone out there's done some sort of aftermarket, but you can't order the PowerSteps from manufacturer.
That's a really good point, by the way, because not many people are taking the truck off-road anyways, right? But Ram does not give you the option. Yeah, I like that. That's a good point. And you have an option for rock rails too. So if you don't want these running boards, you do have an option for the rock rails too. And then out back, you guys can see that Bilstein shock a little bit better. There is a little bit of protection right here for the shock too. And you can see the line here for the reservoir. So they do have reservoirs front and rear for the suspension. There is a liner inside of here on both sides. Again, Bilstein shocks. And here's some of the badging on the side. You can delete this actually if you're ordering your truck, and these are optional too. Although I'm not a decal person. What do you think?
Again, it doesn't bother me, especially like on a performance truck like this. I think it's cool. You kind of want to show off your swag, but yeah, a lot of people don't want to have the badging, or they'll even pop the RHO badging back here.
Yeah.
Maybe they don't want people knowing they're not in a TRX and they want them thinking they are. But yeah, the badging doesn't bother me at all on either of these.
No, I agree. It does look pretty good. Now out back, you guys can see the taillights are different. You cannot get these LED taillights on the Rebel. So that is a nice advantage going this route here. You guys see the dual exhausts and recovery hooks. They built those in on the Hitch for the RHO, but there's none on this side. Both trucks do have a class 4 hitch. Let's go ahead and pop the tailgate here real quickly. Can you tell a height difference between these two trucks?
I mean, yeah.
Holy,
there's a pretty stark difference.
I actually did not notice this until just now.
Until you pop the tailgate down.
Holy smokes. Like, it's like clearly, I mean, that's at least 2-3 inches maybe?
Yeah.
That is, wow. I'm actually a little shocked. Actually, I'm gonna pull the truck a little bit closer because I want people to see this. This is actually really interesting. I hope you guys can see this. I'm a little shocked at how much taller. It's like, it's clearly 2 to 3 inches in that ballpark. Like, look how much taller the bed is. And Ezra pulled out the step here. So this step you can get. And this one did have the tonneau cover. It also has 400 watts of power in the bed. Bed lights are back here. And yeah, this one has a spray in, 400 watts of power. There is a 2.4 kilowatt option for Rebel. I don't think you can get it though for the RHO, I don't think. Power sliding glass with defrost. Both trucks do have the, yep. Where that's actually the 4K camera for the rearview mirror, I believe.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, let's go ahead and pop the hoods so we can talk about the powertrains, because there's a difference between these two.
Okay, sounds good.
This is a defining thing for me to go RHO. For $8,300 more, you can get the high output Hurricane engine. This Rebel only comes available with the standard output, and Ram doesn't allow you to get the Hemi with the Rebel. Can you believe that, dude?
Oh, really? I didn't know that.
Yeah, see, that's my point is, like, you can get it, obviously, in the Laramie Bighorn, obviously the Limited, but you can't get it in the Tungsten either. So, really, those are the two trim levels. You cannot get that 5.7 liter Hemi, which is kind of crazy in my book. But regardless of it, this standard output Hurricane does have 420 horsepower and 469 pound-feet of torque. So what about the RHO?
So RHO's got 540 horsepower and 521 pound-feet of torque.
Okay, so I mean, I don't have to do the math there. Which one would you rather have, 540 or 420?
I mean, more is always better.
Absolutely, and more fun too.
Yeah.
And it doesn't just stop there. This one does have the intake system too. So you have this functional hood scoop that pulls in more air. So this is going to feel a little bit more peppier too, just because of this, and it's already tuned with this engine. Now on the Rebel side, you do not have that. But what's nice about the Rebel is what's behind the engine. So both trucks do have the 8 HP 75 transmission made by ZF. It's an 8-speed and it's very reliable. So Ram has the most reliable transmissions in their trucks. You can tell it to your customers, and it's not a lie. Yeah. Factual stuff there. ZF makes transmissions for a lot of other manufacturers too, and I've heard no issues or complaints with what's behind these engines. Now, if you are looking at the RHO, you have to know this. If you don't want to get the level 1 equipment group and you just want to get a base RHO, as I said, price difference is $8,300, right?
Yep.
You don't get this 14.5-inch display with the RHO without that level 1. Also, something that won't stick out is the dash will look a little bit different. So it's going to probably have, it won't even have this dash. This is actually an upgraded dash for this truck too. So this has a leather wrapping, heads-up display. So it will have more of a base interior. Think Bighorn.
Yeah. For
the interior. But I will say, if you're willing to spend the 10 grand and add the red accents, it's an absolute game changer. Now these seats are massage. Yeah. And if you're looking at the Ford Raptor does not have heated and ventilated seats out back. And exclusive to the Ram trucks, they do recline. So this is the only truck in the half-ton segment that has reclining rear seats. Now Tundra used to have them back in the day, but they got rid of that for whatever reason. You also have the MOLLE strips down here, and check out the suede accents around this interior. Real carbon fiber here. Harman Kardon, they have the best sound system. You want to go and start it up? And they do wrap the grab handles in leather. Twin panel roof was an option, although I think it should be packaged with that level 1, just saying.
Yeah.
Just saying. Dual chargers right here. More of that carbon fiber accent, and you get an actual shifter, because
this is nice. This is also what I love about the Rebel GT. Because the normal Rebels will have the knob here. But the other like the Rebel GT will have the actual shift knob.
Yes. So you can dress up the Rebel like this RHO. And you have this screen here, which is nice if you're traveling. RHO badge right there. And yeah, this is a really nice interior. Home links up there. You have the 12.3-inch display. You have multiple drive modes, so you can do mud, rock, Baja, sport, tow, snow, and back to auto. So yeah, overall, this is a really nice interior. You have the flat bottom steering wheel leather wrapping with the perforated leather right there. You have this RHO badge front and center on this console. You want to go and open that up too? Oh yeah, great storage there. And even more down there. They have the best center consoles in the segment too. So overall, this is a really nice interior. Let's quickly check out that Rebel.
Okay.
What do you think, man?
It's nice. It's optioned out pretty similar. There's just some differences with the accents here are gray where they would be the red in the RHO.
Yep.
You still have the nice big screen in the center console, the passenger display over here, and the same 12.5 inch instrument cluster.
And like you said, that GT gives you that.
This is just such a nice soft point.
It is. It is. And then this one has a dual chargers. Those rear seats still recline as well. So there's a lot of features for $77,000 in this truck. And if you want to get pricing on this truck too, because I think the Rebel You know, looking at them side by side, $93,000 is a lot of money. I'm going to tell you right now. Some people,
for a truck,
yeah,
can't justify that.
Exactly. So for the Rebel, there's probably rebates and things like that. So if you would like to reach out to Ezra to get some pricing on a truck like this, go ahead and start up real quickly. The only thing this truck is missing that I would like to see is the 360, but apart from that, that is available for this Rebel. And heated, ventilated seats. It has the camera for this rear view mirror, place for your sunshades, HomeLink is up there, twin panels up there. Yeah, it's really done well. So I don't know, for $8,300 though, that's the question.
Yeah, is it worth it? Do you have the extra $8,300?
Yes.
I think that was actually why I think they made the RHO to begin with. I don't think a lot of people could justify 120 grand for a TRX.
Yes.
So they wanted to have something that was a good in between.
Yeah.
That was still comparable to like the Ford Raptor.
Yep.
So
yeah, you're 100% correct. If you put it in reverse, see, I want to show the camera system here. So this is your backup camera. You can zoom in too. Yeah. And then on that note, the reason why you would zoom in is because you're probably hooked up to a trailer. So let's talk about towing numbers real quickly.
Okay.
Starting with the RHO, the gross axle weight rating out front is going to be 4,300 pounds. The rear is 4,200 pounds. Gross vehicle weight rating is 7,800 pounds. And then the wheels are 18 by 9 wide. Now keep in mind, the RHO is considerably heavier because of the wider body, the suspension, the tires, the wheels. Everything's a little bit heavier for this truck. All-in payload is 1,238 pounds. And they recommend you run the tire pressure at 38 PSI on all four corners. For this Rebel, the front axle rating is 3,900 pounds. The rear is 4,100 pounds, so pretty similar out back. And then gross vehicle weight rating is 7,100 pounds. So again, RHO is just a little bit heavier truck. 18 by 8 wide wheels. All-in payload is 1,375 pounds. Tire pressure is 55 out front, 45 in the rear, okay? So the reason why the payload on this truck is a little bit lower is because this truck has a steel front hood. And I think that the tailgate, this felt a little heavier too. Oh no, it's power, that's why.
Yeah.
It's power. Yeah. So yeah. This is power, never mind. That's not. But yeah, the hood probably takes away at least 100 pounds, I would say, in that ballpark. But regardless of it, if you are looking to tow a trailer, the suspension on this Rebel is more suited for that. If you were to put about the same amount of weight for each truck, this is gonna squat a lot more because again, you have softer coils for doing that ball hog jumping. So I hope this video was helpful. Ezra, thank you so much, man. Ezra was able to set this up for us today, guys. And I gotta admit, seeing these trucks side by side, you can't go wrong with either one.
Yeah, I mean, obviously this one's better for towing a little bit. Like, not much. This one's better for, you know, the off-roading. They can both do similar things, though.
Absolutely.
Both of them, 99% of people are there going to be a driveway princess. So,
that's 100% true, too. That is very true. But yes, if somebody wants to reach out to you again, one more time, what's your desk number?
801-923-8003.
Awesome. Thank you, bro.
Yeah.